Greetings everyone, and Great here. I have another Company Heroes 1 replay. So on the north side as the Panzer Elite, we have SkYisTheLimit. On the south side as the US player, we have HQ NetT4. Engineers making their way over the left side of the map, so is the Kettengrad. We do have Panzer Grenadiers, no Kettengrad on the build queue, and over here, more engineers. Going for another squad of engineers right now. Let's see if he's going to go for barracks or support weapon center. Very likely barracks. Support weapon centers, of course, are very, very rare openers. Oh, we see another squad engineer. He's going for a 4-engineer opener. Camouflage ability enabled, so he's gone for the Luftwaffe ground forces. So let's go and keep the US players selected since we don't know what doctrine has gone for yet. And now, of course, has his 4 engineers out on the field. That's a large number of engineers, trying for a lot of capping pressure, and there is the barracks on the build queue. He'll pull it out some wire there and call them sandbags. Nope, there's the sandbags.
Alright, listen here.
Engineers advancing forward, trying to get some good damage there onto the Kettengrad. As the short dancing around go into more or less a melee range. G43 Panzer Grenadier squad has been pulled on out as well. Trying to deal with this Kettengrad. Kettengrad's pretty close to a engine damage crit right now. And he does go ahead and camouflage away at the last moment. That does, of course, reveal to him what doctrine he's gone for. Now he can plan accordingly. Engineers are getting some good damage on the Panzer Grenadiers, both 2 of them here. He should be able to engage to force back this squad of Panzer Grenadiers, no problem. Though he is getting hit quite severely. Panzer Grenadier squad does fall back, but this engineer wouldn't fall back relatively soon with this Panzer Grenadier in this region. Yep, he does fall back now. Down south, capture some more points. Kettengrad to capture the VP as he's getting repaired on up. Howdy, I just saw your Rumble comment. This field point, while captured up, was not in supply. If you look at the minimap, you can see it's blinking there, so it's not actually in supply. So there's no... Yeah, you can see if I go like this, not attached. We have the rifleman squad now pulling out. Engineers here to support as well. He does not get the full decapture there. They will need to capture this munitions point in order to get that income in supply. Looks like he's going to go straight for the strategic point as a rifleman squad advancing forward. A lot of light cover from both sides. This Panzer Grenadier does get the light cover here. This Panzer Grenadier is quite wounded. Does get inside the garrison. The rifleman squad is going to be backing on off. Doesn't want to deal with the Panzer Grenadiers on 2v1. This Panzer Grenadier is skirmishing around. This engineer could draw some fire for the rifleman squad, as we do have this Panzer Grenadier of G43s advancing forward. Engineer is sort of trying to find some points, but the G43 squad should force him back, no problem. Engineer squad needs to fall back. They're also wounded. Rifleman has engaging from the light cover there. On this side of the building, there's only 2 windows, which I suppose is Panzer Grenadiers with 3 models. It's not terribly bad, but not most ideal.
Supply lines are broken.
But the Rifleman squad is still dropping some models versus the Panzer Grenadier squad.
What's our plan?
Munition point over here has been captured, getting that fuel point in supply. Going for this cutoff point there, very nice. It is quite wounded, and this engineer has plenty of health, so he should be able to force back that Panzer Grenadier. But he looks like he will not be able to stop the decapture.
Operation posts report we are losing a sector. We have territory cut off.
Panzer Grenadier is trying to capture against that garrison. He does start immediately capturing up that point, and all the guys had a good angle to engage as well. He's dropping models now like crazy. There's 2 windows right there. Good for those 2 models. Over here, we've got the rifleman squad, fresh rifleman squad pushing way forward. It does lose that squad entirely, but get the sector back in supply again. Now do have a triage center deployed on out for much needed healing, and the rifleman squad is now falling back. May lose a model upon this retreat. Nope. And decides to capture the point and run. Very nice.
We're losing ground out there. Way to go, engineers. We hold the point.
Engineers have captured up that point. Rifleman squad skirmishing around. And those are the engineers going straight for this cutoff point there. Trying to be more aggressive now. Panzer Grenadier over here with G43s, up behind some heavy cover. Another squad G43s over here as well, engaging the engineers in relatively close range, or the engineers are engaging them in relatively close range. Rifleman squad is a little bit outnumbered. Engineers are okay, but they're not fantastic. But with the nearby, with the squad, the Rifleman squad, these squads should be able to run these forces. When the Engineer squad does fall back, Rifleman squad could receive some suppressive fire from the G43. G43 squad is being focused down first. Another reinforcing Rifleman squad advancing forward. G43 squad did not get the suppressive fire ability there. And now we've got the Rifleman squad and the Engineer advancing forward, trying to engage this Panzer Grenadier. Another Rifleman squad deployed now, getting up to 3 Riflemen. One has been resecured. He may use the suppressive fire ability on the Rifleman squad, but he'll leave them vulnerable to the Engineers. And Panzer Grenadier squad does fall back, so didn't drop any models there as well. There we go, dropped a model now. You have healing here. You have now the logistics or camp roof company, as well as the Panzer Jaeger command. So it's probably going for a 2-2-2. Kaliningrad over here, still alive.
Losing ground out there.
And Engineer's going to say hello to the Kaliningrad. Rifleman squad now, Veteran C1. Just need to decapture the point, doesn't need to fully capture it. And the Engineer squad does fall back a little bit early. Perhaps you could have been tasked to capture some nearby points as the Rifleman squad are holding the line. And this is going to take time to fully capture the point there in order to stall out his opponent a little bit longer.
Engineer, taking fire! Point captured! Forward on him!
Kaliningrad is receiving a bit of fire. The Rifleman squad will find the Kaliningrad, but I don't think, and they will find them again. U-43 squad does get inside the garrison there to help deal with the Riflemen. Oh, I just saw your Rumble message. Just entered it. The latency has been improved. Oh, that's good. Very good.
Losing ground out there.
Panzer Grenadiers engaging from heavy cover. Rifleman squad will not be able to take any engagements there with this many Panzer Grenadier squads. There's 3 in that region. 1 captured the point, of course. Kaliningrad is circling around. We've got the Panzer Grenadiers advancing forward. And the Kaliningrad are going to be trying to get that fuel point once again. Munitions point being captured by the Engineers, both these Panzer Grenadiers of region. The Rifleman squad could draw the fire on the Engineers to engage, but they're probably going to sit tight and capture that point. Supply yard has complete. 2-2s make its way forward. And looks like there is a motor pool on the being built now. No research at the barracks at the moment either. He's probably going to go for an AT gun or for a Greyhound. These Rifleman squad can't really stay in this region for too long. And it looks like the Rifleman squad and Engineer squad does fall back with good reasons. A 2-2-2 reasons. Now that's a horrible joke. Rifleman squad looks like eyeing for the garrison. Yep, they do get inside the garrison right there. But they receive quite a bit of fire trying to get in there. And now they are going to engage that Panzer Grenadier at close range. The 2-2 will see a bit of fire there, but the Rifleman squad needs to fall back because they're sustaining a bit too much fire there. They could reduce the attrition if they fall back nice and early, get healed up. We do now have a Greyhound being employed on out. He knows his opponents gets low off ground forces, so doesn't have to worry about any sneaky teller mine.
Ready to fight, sir.
Big advance over here. No research at the barracks. No research supply yard. Motor pool, of course, has the Greyhound still being deployed out. Darkman do drop a model to that 2-2-2. And the 222 is just going to slowly back away, kiting his opponent. Ketigrad, of course, is spotting, which is already being spotted by the 222. Greyhound has been pulling out, like to get armor skirts into 50 cal. Yep, being researched now. Over here, do have another 222 deployed on out. And Panzer is making some great grounds on the left flank. Rifleman squads advancing forward with the engineer. Greyhounds advancing forward. Armor skirts has been complete. I do not see a Panzer trick anywhere. Ooh, that rifle squad again ripped apart. Greyhound being hyper aggressive. Let's switch over to the Panzer League player. Let's see what's going to deploy in defense. Nothing I can see in defense. No Panzer truck being upgraded either, as far as I can see. Looks like the Greyhound does receive fire there. There's a light ATF track. He maybe eyeing immediately for a crit shot. Fires. Gets a destroyed engine crit there, so he does get a crit shot. He does have all the structures up for Panther research. Light ATF track advancing forward. Does find some rear arm hits there, but maybe getting a little bit too close to the Greyhound. But did not receive any damage from it. So Greyhound does go down, which is very important.
Elite Fallschirmjäger infantry are now available to Kampfgruppe Leer.
Fallschirmjägers have been freshly deployed. Saw a landmine there from the US player, and now he's going for some G43s, FG42s, which is short for Fallschirmjäger Gewehrs 42s. For the Fallschirmjägers. One of the longest names for our rifle, isn't it? Let's switch back to US players, since we still don't know what doctrine he's selected just yet. See his command point still up. We do see an AT gun being employed on out. And he does, of course, spot the Fallschirmjägers, but he already knew what doctrine is gone for. Fallschirmjägers assign a nice, powerful garrison right there. There's plenty of windows on that side. Engineers and riflemen engaging the Panzer Grenadier are close range. Engineers do get inside the garrison. And Panzer Grenadiers do not get the cutoff point. The VP is decaptured. We do have both of the right side VPs decaptured. So far, just a single capture for the Panzer League player. Fresh engineer flamethrower here. AT gun has been deployed. And now we do have a support weapon center. He's probably going to go transition to a sniper or 3. Over here we do have, looks like it does interrupt that landmine there. Very nice. Landmine does not get destroyed. He could try force fire on the ground to help try to destroy it, deny that munitions refund. 52s make his advance. Do of course have this rifleman squad here. Don't see any research at the moment or deployment.
Front lines are collapsing.
Over here, do have the rifleman now seeing some fire from the armored car. Landmine has not been canceled, so he's going to try to continue building it. M1 AT gun does roll a miss there. Do have a handful of G43s on those Panzer Grenadiers. Engineers are inside the garrison, so is the rifleman squad. A senior grenade was thrown there. Very nice. Please starting to see some of these models there, which may be similar to how Computers 2 singed models. They only hit the units inside the radius of the garrison, inside the garrison. And these forces do fall back. We do have the AT gun getting some hits there onto the armored car. The light half track is trying to de-garrison this garrison as well. From this angle here, that's actually quite a steep hill right there. Because from this angle, if you look at it, you do see the hill. Beforehand, there wasn't much of a hill.
I've seen enough killing to last me 10 lifetimes.
AT gun looks like trying to clean up this hedge line. On the left flank, we do have a Panzer Grenadiers 2-2, keeping that area secure, so he's going to have trouble clearing it out. He may need to get out another Greyhound for that. Fresh sniper has been employed on out in the field. Riflemen are inside the garrison. You have the Panzer trying to capture the VP. Soon to be a triple capture against the US player. Sniper is now picking off some of these forces. Kettengrad advancing forward, which could be very useful in spotting the camouflaged sniper if the sniper was camouflaged. But spotting it nonetheless wouldn't hurt either. 2 is advancing forward. No sticky bombs on these rifleman squad, which may be a bit of a problem. He needs sticky bombs to sort of save his... Ooh, landmine there. Destroyed engine crit there. So he won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Probably it's not going to go anywhere else ever again. I was going to say he perhaps needs sticky bombs there on his rifleman squads in order to prevent the 2s from overrunning the sniper. Another AT gun being employed on out. Taking out some more of these wall segments. Or not wall segments, just walls. Wrong game. I suppose it could be a bunch of different small wall pieces there, all connected together through entities and objects, so wall segments, it wouldn't be half wrong for this game as well.
Yeah, sniper reporting.
Mortar half-track now engaging the AT gun. And US Sniper does find a shot there on the Kettengrad. Potion Makers are sitting on top of the incomplete landmine. I heard a 30 cal. That could have been the base MGs, however. AT gun does take out that 2-2. Very nice. These 2-2s are starting to be whittled down. A number of Panzer Grenadiers still on the front line. 1 does fall back. 3's advances forward. 2 upgrade of FG or G43s. And of course got the Potion Maker as well. And Incendiary Grenade was thrown onto the riflemen. They of course need to back out. And now the AT guns now seeing some fire. They could perhaps just retreat back to the tree or something to get some much needed healing. Though now they're fully decrewed. More hits onto that decrewed AT gun, getting small splash damage there. Engineers advancing forward. They will not be able to complete that landmine right there anytime soon. You can always still cancel that landmine there if he needs a bit of extra munitions as well. Snipers advance forward. Kettengrad does get spotted there. We still don't see any additional research, but do have the supply center research going on up. Flamer Engineers will continuously spot the Kettengrad there. Good shot there on the light TF track.
What are my coordinates?
And that, needs to get that guy falling back. He's probably a little bit confused about that landmine there, not realizing that's an incomplete landmine. Or what if he actually destroyed that rather than canceled it?
Sniper taking fire!
Sniper advancing forward. Mortar half-track still at full health. Medic has been pulled out, so he does have a medic station somewhere. There it is. Out in the middle, open. Medic stations do have very, very good ranges. So far, the fact that sometimes the maximum range, the casualties are already expired. Now we do have some STG squads deployed on out. Engineers trying to recapture this field point over here. We of course have these G43s advancing forward against good hits there on the AT guns. At this point in time, I'm not sure. I think the US players should go for infantry company and go down for the off-map combat groups at the current rate, because right now he's just having trouble with securing fuel. He doesn't have enough munitions for off-map power shoots. Sure, he can pull out some M2s, which could be nice. But I believe the off-map combat groups for just a manpower expenditure wouldn't be half bad. Though armor could be the same as well with either Calliope's or the Pershing. But he still has a way to deal with that light TF track, and that may not be possible with the Pershing. Calliope's can. Wait, that is a Hotchkiss. Looks like we're going to see some Warframen upgrades on the Hotchkiss. There's the Warframen upgrade. It does not have the extended barrel either. Good to stay on the Rifleman squad from the Hotchkiss. And here comes a Warframen barrage. Not sure it's going to land. Finds a small splash there on the M1AT gun. Rifleman squad advancing forward. Panzer Grenadiers trying to engage the AT gun. AT gun's definitely ranges from stuff there. Light half track rolls, receives a miss there. M1 AT gun does go down as well. And the Rifleman squad does fall back as well. Warframe barrage now raining on in. That was a mortar hit. There's a Warframe barrages. Missed the sniper. Does splash the medic a little bit. But it's there on the Rifleman squad. Again, number of losses. And the engineers receiving a lot of hits there as well. We've got 2 Hotchkisses there. A lot of light armor, to say the least. And when AT gun does find a hit there onto the mortar half track, Hotchkisses are relatively durable as well. And does get the light half track there, so now it's relatively safe to pull out Greyhound, but I don't think the Greyhound would be effective versus Hotchkisses. But it's there onto the mortar half track. Taking that out will be quite great. Misses the mortar half track there. This one does get packed up and going to get overrun by the Volksschirmjägers. With a Volksschirmjägergewehrs.
Squad reporting casualties.
Kettengrad right here, spotting everything. Does get spotted by the AT gun. No, it's decapturing the VP. That's how he got spotted. Warframe barrage raining on in. Will find a decent hit right here. Good hits there by the Warframe Hotchkisses.
Stay by me and I'll keep you alive.
Both the Rifleman squads need to fall back. They're down to 1 and 3 models. Another sniper being deployed on out.
Observation posts report we are losing a sector.
Sniper does find a shot there. Bet to the sniper. 3-man Rifleman squad engaging. He does manage to force back those squads. Mortars raining on in. The US player is down to 166 tickets. Not a lot remaining. STG squad does get suppressed by the base MG. Does not find the US landmine there. Take a look at the Panzer list of resources. It does have Panthers available. It does have butterfly bombs dropped somewhere. US engineer does go down. Medic charging on forward. Has 4 Panzer Grenadiers, 1 Volksschirmjäger. No, he does have 5 Panzer Grenadiers. I'm going crazy. And of course, got the Kettengrad and 2 Hotchkisses. Rifleman's models going on down. US snipers advancing forward. And he does have a very good resource flow. It looks like he's going for some Panthers. Warframan's firing. Hotchkisses can also fire while barraging as well. Interesting. T-gun does find a good hit there. Takes out the mortar half track. It sounds like he does have a minesweeper somewhere right here. There looks like there are some butterfly bombs right here. Not sure if anywhere else. Going to the observation post on that munitions point. Does find some of those butterfly bombs. And the Kettengrad is going to be decapturing the VP now. That observation post is not a good idea. It does cancel it. Very good. Now here comes a Warframe barrage.
Sector being captured. Base is under attack.
Finds a decent hit down the Rifleman. Snipers do avoid the rounds. Ooh, there goes a medic. Oh, both medics went down. Rifleman trying to advance to the flank. Does have sniper support there. Getting a couple kills there in the STG squads. Now the Panthers deployed on out.
What are my coordinates?
M1 AT gun advancing forward. Does find a hit there on the Hotchkisses, but they're reasonably durable.
I got a bad feeling about this, Sarge.
Wolfram and Barrages trying to perhaps hit the AT guns there. Finds a landmine there. Detonates one. Damage one of the engines of the Panther. Finds more butterfly bombs still in that region. I think they've all been detonated.
Down to 100
swept,
points.
at least. Nope, there's another butterfly bomb there. I may have decrewed the AT gun. Nope, got a different model.
I got a bad feeling about this, Sarge.
Another AT gun being pulled on out. Guess not going for sticky bombs is not half bad thing, since he doesn't have enough munitions throughout the entire game to get out more sticky bombs.
Rifles, ready for battle.
Rifleman squad does get forced on back with the Panzer Grenadier, STG squad, and the Ocean Jaeger of FG-42. So not much the Rifleman squads can do. Does find the Kettengrad there. And does get some rounds there. Warframe and Barrage raining on in. Good hit there. And there goes that
Enemy
Kettengrad.
unit down. Composition B is in. Troops can now make sticky bombs.
Sticky bombs are now available. Rifleman firing some rounds onto a Panther, which is not necessarily great. And now we do have another Warframe and Barrage raining on in.
Looks like we fight today.
Rains a little bit far. Finds the medic station there and burns one of the medics alive, though the other medic can still recover casualties for him. Engineers get forced back by the Hotchkisses. Good as there onto those Panzer Grenadiers. And this Rifleman squad won't be able to stick around for much too longer. 2 miles not exactly great. But it's there. Panther is receiving a bit of fire there. One of the engineer models do go down. Rifleman squads are just charging on forward, trying to decapture this point. There's no butterfly bombs around this one. Warframe and Barrage, it could be a very, very close range Warframe and Barrage. I can see the rounds laying down right over here, trying to get the AT gun. Rifleman squads, everything does avoid those Warframen. I think most of these kills that these Hotchkisses have are actually from the gun itself.
Losing ground out there.
Here's there on the Rifleman. Rifleman squads are receiving lots of fire there. It does fall back in time. Does get that point captured up, which will solve the game a little bit longer. Panthers, that's dead Rifleman squad. Good flank there. AT gun gets some good hits there on the Panthers. Warframe and Barrage perhaps running on in over here. Now do have the armor car advancing forward. Snipers do fire a couple rounds onto that Ocean Jaeger, and looks going to try to overrun these snipers. Does get empty damage crit there from the AT gun there. Does lose one of the snipers there. The other one does get spotted, and the AT gun does get overrun. Both AT guns go overrun. The snipers are going on down. That's probably going to be game, losing all of those assets. So both snipers are down. Both AT guns are down.
Enemy is after our victory.
Yep, that's probably going to be game. Engineers are remaining, just Riflemen and Engineers. It's not going to be much against any of that stuff.
I got a bad feeling about this, Sarge.
Our front lines are collapsing.
Medic goes down as well. It doesn't get that free Rifleman squad, but I don't think that really make a difference. And now the Warframe Barrage raining on in right here.
Stop a bullet.
We're down to 50 points. They're going after bases under attack. One of ours.
Listen up, Rifle Squad.
A double capture against him. Is he just going to be AFK? Rifleman reformed. Not like that would mean much. And looks like he goes ahead and surrenders. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.